Yeah, Mr. Tomasevic, it's unbelievable. Claas has won, and we are quite well informed, just 3 important supply chain management awards in a row. So it seems like there's something you do better than your peers. Yeah. So what is the secret of your success?
Well, first of all, we are very honored to get those 3 awards, and happy, and we can say also very proud of that. It shows, let's say, a great commitment of the team. But what is the let's say the basic idea of Claas? We have a kind of progressive spirit, always the ambition to become better, to going ahead and to thinking ahead. But nevertheless, I would say what makes the difference? I think the difference is also effective project management, effective organization on one hand, such as change management, because it's very important to get the people involved. And by the way, you need to have good results. And I think that keeps the people motivated and, let's say, becoming more and more, let's say, progressive in doing new things, better things, and thinking ahead. And I think this makes a difference.
In these days, we are talking a lot about the big public companies. So you are very well informed how it is to work, in a family business environment. So what is so special to work as CPO in a family business?
Nevertheless, we have to let's say, to be successful. Yeah, even if we are in a family-owned business. But we are much more long-term orientated. I think that makes a big difference compared to, let's say, other companies which are, let's say, under big pressure from from one quarter to other quarter, while we are thinking in decades and generation. And I think that makes a big difference. And that also implicates that our initiatives are really long-term driven and long-term orientated. And this is maybe also one of the key success factors as well.
And we are listening to you, and even when we see, on a daily view, how you are passionate for procurement. What's the reason that you are passionate for this discipline?
Yes, I would really say purchasing is sexy because you have so many different possibilities. Every day is different. You're international, and you building up relationships with so many different people. Traveling to so many different countries, and this is really, let's say, very much important to me, at least. And also the importance for the companies is increasing, and especially in times like nowadays, everybody's looking what are these guys doing, and if we are delivering very good results, that will also, let's say, end up finally in, let's say, higher responsibilities and let's say a better positioning into the companies.
Where do you see procurement in 5 years at least? Do you see this as a discipline, arising more and more?
I think this is one of the really rising positions, and this will become for sure a greater importance in future. And I can only say all of those who are somehow connected to, working in international companies, doing interesting tasks, they have to go to the purchasing departments because there's no other department where you have so many different possibilities to do so.
I mean, one aim of procurement leaders is for such kind of leaders, interviews, that they want to attract, young talents all over the world to go into purchasing, of course. We as business school, this is our job, to sell, let's say, the discipline as well. Yeah. So if I would be a very young guy and I would have to decide to study procurement and supply management, what would you recommend?
I would say, yes, really do so, because this has a big future. And by the way, you're doing a very good job. Because I was many times also in the EBS seeing what is going on there. So congratulations, this is for sure the right directions. Also involving, let's say, companies in networking and discussing about requirements. But on the other hand, one example, if we are searching for trainees, they start in R&D department or let's say sales or marketing, and finally they end up in purchasing. But they would not come first into purchasing, yeah, because they say, oh, maybe purchasing is not so sexy, not very sure about what they are doing. But once they are with us, involved, and see what are the possibilities, they never want to do anything else. And I think it shows there is a big attraction of purchasing, of these activities, but we have to do for sure better marketing in order to attract more and more high potentials and young professionals, let's say, to doing the purchasing activities. Yeah.
So I'm very sure that they will listen, you know, especially in this kind of interviews. So Mr. Tomasevic, thank you very much for your time and to exchange ideas and to give some insights to the public community about your job as CPO at Claas. And I wish you, with our team, great success in the future as well for this very, very exciting company. Thank you very much for the talk.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.